Yeah.
One second.
Okay. So maybe that's not even supposed to be on there. Oh, that goes like that. Okay. So that's correct then.
I'm not sure.
It looks like it's nice and tight.
Yeah, but the thing is that this is what wears them out.
Yeah.
And they've started putting extra pieces right here because if there's something here, now it can't bang around. You
Got
know
it.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm about 100% sure that's what it's supposed to be. Look at that.
Yeah. Otherwise, what's the purpose of that, right? This piece.
What is the purpose for that?
This, right.
Exactly.
I'm gonna toss these down.
Okay.
There's water.
Well, yeah, it's a bilge.
That's from when it rained.
But we'll pump it out.
Basically, park on a hill.
Oh
Pull
yeah.
the plug out. It'll make its way.
Yeah, we got a hill, that's for sure.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, you said you had a boat before?
Yeah, it was just a little John boat though. 6 horsepower. This is the definite
We're ready
upgrade.
for a safer boat.
Yeah.
Okay, so right here, this is basically a little bit of storage access.
Yeah.
But also this is access to all your electronics and stuff on your helm here.
Got it.
If you ever need to have anything there.
And I'm recording. You that's okay, right?
Yeah, no
okay,
worries.
Good.
Ski
Just so I
locker
can
and
remember stuff.
everything.
Okay.
Storage, anchor locker or whatever.
Oh
you
yeah,
want
that'll
right
be
in there.
well put to
I'm
use.
sorry, that's storage. This is the anchor locker.
Right.
It wasn't the anchor locker. Yes, you can put an anchor down here underneath this.
Okay.
If you want. That's where I would put it. Okay, you've got your extra ladder there, your horn right here. Okay, storage. Let me see if you guys have a Perco or not. Quick.
Looks like that corner one's fixed, I think.
That's the fixed one. All right, so you got your cover. You got these plugs right here for some of the storage containers or whatever.
Okay.
You got your main cover there. Make sure you keep your boat covered whenever it's not in use. If there's sun damage and you want to get something replaced, like this just splits in the middle. If they see sun damage, they won't cover it.
Yeah, it's going to be in the garage.
Okay, so make
Definitely.
sure you take care of that.
cover.
Let's see here. More access to batteries and stuff. Back
Okay.
there.
Yep. Well, that's a cooler. You can
I
put.
just want to put this somewhere
You can put.
where it doesn't
You
flood.
know, the
Oh.
seeds.
Yeah, they open.
Find
front.
out where you want to keep your stuff. Keep it there at the same place all the time. You'll know exactly where it is.
Right. Okay.
All right, so you got your trim here.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna start off when you're backing it down the motor. You don't put the motor in the water until you're off the trailer.
Right.
And all you can see the trim going up and down here.
Yeah, I'm glad I got that gauge.
Yeah, as you go along, you'll kind of figure out where the motor is. You won't even have to look back at it anymore.
Okay.
You got your fuel gauge here. It's gonna bob all over the place because you're on the water.
Okay. And how many gallons did they put in?
We only put, I want to say 20 gallons, something like that.
All right.
maybe.
Well, that works.
Let's see, your voltmeter, your miles per hour, and GPS speed. You've got your depth finder here. You can set this depth finder to where you can set it if I get close to 20 feet of depth. I want it to beep at me.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
This motor also will warn you. It'll have a different series of beeps. I'll go to Yamaha.com and get used to the motor and write down and laminate all the warning horn beeps. That way you know if you got a beep that's a catastrophic failure, if you got something that's just going into Guardian mode, or it's just saying it's low in oil, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
It's just good to have because you don't have any gauges up here telling you you're just going to have something screaming at you
Got it.
and all that.
Okay.
You have a breaker switch panel
Yep.
right here, so if something pops, you can push these little buttons down here that'll reset the breaker.
Okay.
Right there. Your radio is right here. It's just like a car radio. It'll just take some getting used to.
Okay.
It does have its own switch right here. So if you turn it on, turn it off,
Oh, nice.
it's got its own switch. Make sure that is off. Everything's off when you store the boat. Let's see, you've got your tilt here
Okay.
for comfort. This obviously is its levers for up, down, left, right. All
And how
that.
does that seat swivel run? Because I had some trouble doing that at the dealership.
Dead center, you got a little flap down here you can feel. You can lift it up,
Okay.
and it'll swivel.
Okay.
But if you let it loose, it'll lock
goes
back
back
into
to-
place.
okay, got
But that same lever, if you push it all the way backwards, the opposite direction, now it's free no matter what.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
that's how most people like to keep it.
Sure.
Just like that, nice
Okay.
and free, okay?
Yeah.
This should pop up
Bolster,
like that,
yep.
bolster seat. And then you've got up, down, all that good stuff. Let's see, you've got your horn here.
Nice.
You've got your USB here.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it is hooked up to the JL audio. I know it's a charging system for sure, but I don't think it's hooked up to the JL. That's a Bluetooth system.
Right, right.
If you wanted to add another thing that you could hardwire and plug your phone in for whatever reason, you
Sure.
could.
Okay.
But you really don't need that.
Yeah,
You've got an
Bluetooth,
accessory
fine.
switch here that is blank. So
Okay.
if you wanted to add something on down the road, you know,
Yeah.
a fish finder or something, or,
Sure.
or a GPS, I highly recommend that.
Okay.
You got accessory switch already here. You got a freshwater live well pump. I don't think your boat's equipped with that
Yeah,
yet.
that's fine. We're not fishermen.
You got your bilge pump right here.
So does that when you have that on? Is that pushing that water out right now?
That's a self-bailing pit. That'll
it's-
just once
okay.
it sits long enough and drains out, it'll drain out.
Okay.
If that does ever get clogged, all of these ports, all of these little containers that have areas where they could get water in, there is a drain port. Half the time it's not draining because it got clogged with debris,
Right.
pollen, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Okay. Your bilge pump, I believe, is also an automatic one, so it
Yeah,
should
right.
bilge by itself. But
Automatically.
if for whatever reason you just feel like seeing if there's any water back there, double checking it, you can always override it and just hit that. That's
Got
just
it.
in case that ever doesn't work. You still got a backup to make it bilge itself.
Okay.
Okay. You got your crystal lights here. That's going to be
Oh, look at that, Matt.
your little lights down below
They look good at nighttime.
and all
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yep. And then you got your nav.
At the driveway.
And then you got your nav and anchor lights. I just like to tell everybody, nav lights will turn on the anchor light and the front nav lights for nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
If you are sitting still, like if I wanted to stop, park, sit, and fish out here, and it was pitch black outside, I'd turn the motor off, I would throw my anchor out, and I would switch it to anchor light only.
Okay.
To be legal.
Right.
Okay. If you're moving, you got to have navigation because you're navigating.
Got it.
You know, if you just want to be out and just hang out and bob around, you still have to have a light up top so people can see you. So you got the anchor light only.
Okay. Yeah, we won't be out at night, but that's good to know.
Okay. So very basic boat. This back here is for the light pole
Okay.
for the anchor. Down below one of the seats. If for whatever reason, say your front speaker stopped working but the back speaker still work, usually that's because somebody wasn't paying attention and messed with this on accident, and they
Right.
messed with the fader, just
Okay.
like in your car. If you want the back, you know, it's just like in a vehicle.
Got it.
Okay, so just check that first before you give us a call, because 9 times out of 10, somebody's kid or somebody didn't know what they were doing,
Okay.
just messed with it.
All right.
All right, you got a brand new motor. You got to break it in. Go on. They're all different as far as like how to break them in. So Google Yamaha 115 break-in time, or go to their website,
Right.
and it'll tell you the exact break-in down of how they want you to break this motor in. And basically, it'll start off saying go for 30 minutes at 1,500 RPMs. After an hour, go up to 2,000 RPMs, then fluctuate, and so on and so forth. And it usually takes about 4 or 5 hours. So get together like you are now, case full of waters, beer, whatever, and then by the time you're done with the day, the motor's broken.
Okay.
So we'll go. I'm not gonna hammer it down, but you can just kind of see how she rides or whatever. And this is where you want to mess with the parameter up in the air. Starts to plane out, it goes faster. And that's when you can a little bit. We've also got a very good day out today.
Oh yeah.
It'll vary for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty
I don't.
Got a 12 volt there. That's about it. Just make sure people don't lean on this, lean on that very hard.
There was one thing that Gail had told me when I was still inside. Was this it, Gail?
Yeah, you gotta rip that.
Yeah, that's the rip that they told us about. So yeah, no, that can be repaired. Because once you, but I always tell my customers, once you cut vinyl, that's it. There's no going back, unless they know of a method to.
We'll get them to send us another seat.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So y'all can just take it with you, enjoy it, and then
Sure.
we'll swap it out at your first service or whenever it comes in. But don't feel scared to use it out. If you want. That's why I have it here.
Huh?
Yeah, what percentage?
We were going 30 miles an hour. Right? I think that's what it was.
Something like that. Not too fast.
Yeah, 25 to 30.
And there's options to like change up the prop, things like that. You might get a little more out of it. But we just put the general all-use props on them.
Yeah, that'll be more than sufficient for us.
Yeah, once you bang that one into something, that's when you upgrade.
Right. Yeah.
Good.
All right. Very good.
So that's pretty much it. All I can say is every once in a while, double check bolts and things like that. Items that constantly move will get loose over time.
Yeah.
You know, keep an eye on your threading, things like that. You know, and just make things a small fix before they become a big fix.
Got it.
Type deal, and then the motor treats you right.
And you'll look into that for us, see what that deal is with that little bar.
Yeah.
A few hours a day, right? Hey, when we're just going solo, she's fine with it. You want to go somewhere where you can eat?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
This is 40 miles an hour.
40. Nice. So stable. Nice and stable. Right.
That's pretty much it. Okay. I keep a magic eraser on the boat.
What?
Magic eraser.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to wipe stuff down every once in a while.
Absolutely.
There's mud all over Georgia and all that.
Yeah.
Is that Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll come back on. We'll do that.
Okay, yeah, I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
This is
Sure, that was nerve-wracking getting that sailboat on there. What the heck? Yeah, jeez.
Feels like
Forgot
that.
our net.
Just stay there. I'm about to get in with you. All right, bye.
All right, perfect.